Okay. So then good morning everyone. So today we'll start. Good morning everyone. So today we'll start uh, the construction of simple SLR Parser table. Okay. So yesterday we have studied about canonical item set. This is the output of the last class. Here, here we have 11 items I0, I1, I2 up to the I11. So in this case, in these item sets, you have seen somewhere or in some production dot followed by a non-terminal dot followed by a non-terminal. In some cases, dot followed by a terminal. Okay, lots of cases are there where dot follows by terminals like here, here, here. Okay, so in these cases, dots are followed by some terminals. Sorry, non-terminals. So these are the example of dot followed by non-terminal. Similarly, some productions are there where dot followed by terminals. Example, here dot followed by left parenthesis is a terminal, dot followed by ID, here dot followed by plus, dot followed by star, then dot followed by left parenthesis, dot followed by ID, same, dot followed by left parenthesis, ID. So this is the second case. Somewhere dot followed by terminal, somewhere dot followed by non-terminal. And one third case is also there. What is the third case? The third case is dot followed by nothing. Here, dot followed by nothing. Here also, dot followed by nothing. Okay? Here also, dot followed by nothing. Dot. See? After dot, there is no any symbols. So this way, within the canonical item set, we can find out three different kind of productions. আমি তিনটা বেলেগ বেলেগ ধৰণৰ প্ৰডাকশ্যন আমি ইয়াত বিচাৰি পাইছোঁ। এটা হ'ল যে ডটৰ পিছত কেপিটেল লেটাৰ থাকিব বা নন টাৰ্মিনেল, কোনোবা এটা প্ৰডাকশ্যনত থাকিব ডটৰ পিছত স্মল লেটাৰ বা টাৰ্মিনেল, আৰু কিছুমানত থাকিব ডটৰ পিছত একোৱে নাথাকিব, নাল থাকিব, অৰ্থাৎ ডটটো আমাৰ শেষ চিম্বল হ'ব। ডট উইল বি দ্য লাষ্ট পজিtion symbol. Clear? So on the basis of these three categories of production, our next topic will start. Okay? So next topic is actions. Next topic is action. So within the actions we have four different actions. Shift, reduce, accept, and error. This is a new concept for you, actions. Okay? Within the actions, we have four different actions. Shift, reduce, accept, and error. Okay? So what is shift action? In shift action, say, if A implies alpha dot small a beta is in I small I, and A implies alpha A dot beta is in IJ, then action IA is equal to shift J or SJ. It's a very simple one again. See, In case of shift, what happened? Here dot followed by a non-terminal, small a. And this production is available in I, small I. Okay? And then we have to look for one another production, the same production, but the position of dot will be here. The position will be dot, the position of the dot will be advanced to the next symbol. Okay? প্ৰথমতে a এর আগত ডটটো আছিলে, এতিয়া আমি ডট সিম্বলটো a এর পিছলে লৈ যাম। বাকি প্ৰডাকশন খিনি একে থাকিব। a implies alpha dot a beta থাকিব আৰু ইয়াতো a implies alpha a dot beta হ'ব। এই প্ৰডাকশনটো ক'ত আছে? I z আছে। Then what to write? কি লিখিম আমি? এতিয়া আমি অ্যাকশনত লিখে action I a, I মানে a small item, where the production is originally lies, and then small a means this is the current input symbol, small a is the current input symbol, this a, and what will be the output? Shift j, j means this is the output statement. Here if a implies alpha dot a beta, that means dot followed by a terminal symbol, then remember always we will go for shift. So as per example, in our previous set, we can check, suppose here in this production, F implies dot left bracket E right bracket, then we have to check for what? And it is available in where? I0. That is, small I is equal to 0. Here, in this case, small I is equal to 0. And input symbol is left parenthesis. So now what we have to find? F implies left bracket dot E right bracket. Where it is available? In I4. See, left bracket dot E right bracket. In this particular production, we have advanced the position of dot to here. Okay, so here j is equal to 4. Here j is equal to 4. Can we compare this production with A implies alpha dot A beta? Can we compare it with it? Yes. Here alpha will be null, small a will be the left parenthesis, and beta will be the capital E right bracket. So first you should know about the comparison. It's a very interesting. Okay, we have a productions like suppose A implies alpha dot A beta. See, here it is there, alpha dot A beta. Okay, is in II, it is in I0. What is alpha? Alpha is null, here it is null. What is A? A is the left parenthesis. What is beta? Beta is capital E and right bracket. Okay, alpha is null, dot A is the left parenthesis, and beta is the right parenthesis. So now we have to look forward capital A alpha A dot beta, that is this one. F implies left parenthesis dot A right parenthesis. Okay, alpha A dot beta. What is alpha here? Same, alpha is null. What is A? A is the left parenthesis here, and what is beta? Capital A right parenthesis. Alpha A dot beta, and here it is alpha dot A beta. Okay, so what is J here again? So J will be I4. This is 4. And what is I here? 0. So then what will be the output? What will be the action? Action. I means 0. What is the input? Left parenthesis. What will be the output? Shift J, that is 4. Shift, in short we can write S and 4 this way. S4. Action 0, input symbol left parenthesis, and then output S4. I think it's clear. Similarly, check for one another. Suppose here it is F implies dot ID in I7. Dot ID. So what is A here? F. What is alpha here? Null. What is small a here? Small id. What is beta here? Null. Okay. This is an example. I choose this example randomly. Okay. Because we have lots of that kind of productions. Here also dot followed by plus. Here dot followed by star. So lots of productions are there. Okay. I consider I7. Now in I7, A implies alpha dot A beta. Beta null, alpha null, A is ID. So what productions we need again? A implies alpha A dot. That is F implies ID dot. Where it is available? It is available in I5. I5. So what is the value of I now? Small I. What is the value of small I? In this case, it is 5. What is the value of J here? What is the value of J here? 7. Then what will be the action? Action 7. This is the input state. 7. What is the input? ID. ID is the input here. What is the output? What will be the action? S. What? Oh, sorry. Something wrong here. Something is going wrong. See, I did I and J in reverse. It should be I. And it should be the J. Okay? Don't mismix. Here it is correct. This is the J. Because this is the output. And this is the I. So in I is the input, I7, ID is the input symbol, and their output S, J. J is equal to 5. So this is the action. 7, ID, S, 5. Okay? Very simple. Nothing to worry. So similarly, if we go for this one then, T dot star F, what will be the output? Anyone say? Anyone? Junali, tell me. T plus T dot star F. We have to check for what? Junali? T star dot F. Where it is available? So it is available in here. T star dot F. So then, what will be the shift? Action 2 star. Action 2 star, and it will move to S will be 7. S 7. Good. So हम एकदम धुने के लिखे ऊपर में A 2 and then star. Then what will be the output? S 7. S7. Okay. So one another example, suppose simple example again. This one. E dot plus T. So we need what? E plus dot T. Where it is available? In I6. E plus dot T. It is available in I6. So what to write there? IA, that is action 8, comma, plus is equal to S6. S6. So it will be known as shift. Clear? So then come to the next one. So, during the starting of this slide, we have discussed about the three category of the canonical items. One category, dot followed by a terminal. Is it? Dot followed by terminal we have already studied now. And it will be known as what? Shift. If dot followed by a terminal, then it will be covered by direction shift. Now come to the next category. And it will be the reduce. So what is reduce? Okay, these are the examples of this shift. Okay, we have already discussed. These are the examples of shift. Example we have already discussed about this one. In I2, E dot plus T is available, and in I6, E plus dot T is available. That is why we have written action 2 plus. In 2, plus symbol is the input and output. You can write complete shift 6, or you can write insert S6. Okay? You can write shift 6 or S6. And remember, shift is associated with the terminal symbol. And this is one another example we have already discussed. So next come to the reduce here. If A implies alpha dot, this is the second case. Dot is the last symbol. That means dot followed by nothing. Dot followed by nothing. Then what will be the action? Action will be the reduce, capital A implies alpha. Reduce, capital A implies alpha. Okay, this is the reduce. So how to reduce it, we'll discuss very soon. Clear? Okay, I discuss nokoro. অকনমান সময়ৰ পিছতে 2-3 মিনিটৰ পিছতে আমি reduce accept or error discuss কৰিম। আৰু এটা বেলেগ এলগৰিথম আছে, আমি এই এলগৰিথমত কভাৰ কৰিম। 3 নম্বৰটো হ'ল accept. This is the আমাৰ কি আছিলে? Shift, reduce, accept আৰু error. Okay, we have these 4 actions. So shift done, reduce done, and then accept. If the input string accepted by the grammar, then the action will be accept. And in case of error, if the parser makes or found some error during parsing, then the action will be known as error. Okay? So these are the 4 different actions available in SLR parsers. Shift, reduce, accept, and error. And from the categories of canonical item set, till now we have read only 2. category. 1 dot terminal, dot followed by terminal, shift, and 1 dot followed by nothing as reduce. Okay, so what is the next? We'll cover it. So, next slide. Okay. So now come to the algorithm to construct SLR parsing table capital M. Remember this. Someone's microphone is on. Microphone on আছে গান বাজি আছে বন্ধ করে রাখিবা ঠিক আছে algorithm to construct a SLR parsing table, and parsing table, it is represented by the English alphabet capital M. Remember, you can use any letter like A, B, C, D, but here in entire slide we'll use capital M only. Okay, so what is the rule? First rule, if capital A implies alpha dot small a, remember alpha dot a small a beta is in I, and capital A implies alpha a dot beta is in IJ, then what to do? Add shift J, we have already covered the shift J into M of IA. What is M of IA then? What is M of IA? M means parsing table. Okay, SLR parsing table. What is I? I is the this I. This I. What is A? A is the input symbol. And what is J? J is the output canonical item set. So you have to remember all these points. Okay. Now, what is MIA? See here, in this table you can see it. M represents this whole table. This is known as, this table is known as capital M. These 0, 1, 2, 3, these are the I values. These are the state or I values. And here, these are the small a values. Small a values. These are the small a values. Okay? That means, if we have written like capital M, I, comma, A, that is what? It gives a particular location of this table. Suppose if we choose capital M, I as suppose 4, I as suppose 4, and A suppose left parenthesis, then what will be the position or coordinate here? 4, item set 4, this is the 4, this is the 4, and what is the input symbol? Left parenthesis. So this is the left parenthesis. That means here, this entry will be represented by, this particular entry will be represented by M4 left parenthesis. M4 left parenthesis. Similarly, if we write capital M 1, comma, plus, then which particular position will be specified by this line? M1 plus 1 means this one. This is the row. Plus means this is the column. Where it is intersected? Here. That means M1 plus represent this particular box or this entry. And S6 means what? Shift 6. Shift 6. So this is M. This is about M. Okay. So then in the shift example here, you can see into I2 we have dot plus. In I6 we have plus dot. The complete production will be same. E implies E dot plus T, and here also E implies E plus dot T. Dot plus T and plus dot T. Okay? So this is why action will be 2 plus. That is, আমি কত লিখিম action 2 plus মানে ইয়াত কি বুজাইছো m 2 plus. In m2 plus, what we have to write? S6. S6. Okay? So now look into the table. 2 plus. Okay, actually it is not related to the, this example is now related from the our this canonical item. Okay, we can look on another example here. Suppose consider this one. Consider dot id where it is in I0. So next we will find f implies id dot where it is in I5. So then what we have to write? Capital M, that is action 0 id is equal to shift what? 5. Shift 5. In table M, entry 0 id, output will be S5. Now check the table. See, in 0 input id, the entry is S5. Entry is S5. Clear? Similarly, one another example for S, for the rule number 1. Suppose in here, see, in I2 suppose. T implies T dot star F. But in I7 we have T implies T star dot F. Okay? In I7 we have T implies T star dot F. That means what is the action then? Action M, input symbol is 2. Sorry, input state is 2. What is the symbol? Star. What will be the shift? S. What is the shift? 7. S7. So in table then we can see in 2 and star, row 2, column star, the entry will be S7. See there? Two star, 2 star. What is the entry? S7. This is the entry. So this way, within this table, if we see some S, then it means shift. And we followed the same rule for all the S. Like here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay? So then 13 shifts are available within this example. So the first rule is the first rule of construction of SLR Parser applied in our example how many times? More than 10 times. More than 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, remember 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times. So it's a very interesting rule you have to remember. When dot followed by a terminal symbol in II and in IJ, if you have this kind of production, that means dot preceded by the terminal symbol, then in M of IA, you have to put shift J. So now come to the next one. Now point number 3, not 2. Point number 3, we'll discuss about 2 also. In point number 3, if A implies alpha dot, here dot is the last position. That means dot followed by nothing. Is in II, then what to do? Add, reduce A implies alpha. We have to add this complete production. This production, A implies alpha. A implies alpha, and in front of that, you have to write reduce. Where? Into M of IB. Previously, this was A. In rule number 1, it was A. Now in rule number 3, A is replaced by B. M of IB. So what is B? Interesting. Where B is equal to follow of A. B is equal to follow of A. Remember, this B's definition is this one. Follow of A. And always you have to remember another interesting point. This alpha, that means this one, alpha may not be the start symbol. Alpha may not be the start symbol. If alpha is the start symbol, then we have to go for the step number 4. Okay? In step number 4, what we will get, we'll discuss. But now, we'll consider about the third point. If A implies alpha dot in II, then we have to add reduce A implies alpha into M of IB. Okay? I means this I and B means the follow symbols for this A. Follow symbols for this A. Okay? Let's go for one example here. Let's go for one example. Suppose here, capital T implies F dot. Capital T implies F dot. Okay, before going to this one, okay, fine. T implies F dot. It is available in 3. That is, I value is equal to what? 3. Then what to do now? And dot followed by nothing. That means rule number 3 can be applied. So according to the rule number 3, we have to write reduce for this production. Reduce T implies F, not F dot. Reduce T implies F into the table M of I comma B. Is it? So what is B? B is the follow of T. So what are the symbols in follow of T? Follow of T we have already studied. Follow T. These are the follow T. Plus star right bracket dollar. Plus star right bracket dollar. So these are the symbols. So then what to do now? So in place of B, we have to write plus star right bracket and dollar. That means for this particular production I3, we will we have four different entries. Okay, 143 plus 143 star, 143 right bracket, and another one $3. Okay, আমি চাৰিটা পালো কি পালো চাৰিটা এন্ট্ৰি পালো এটা পাম আমি 3 প্লাছত এটা এন্ট্ৰি পাম আমি 3 ষ্টাৰত এটা পাম আমি 3 ৰাইট ব্ৰেকেট আৰু এটা আমি এন্ট্ৰি পাম $3 এইকেইটা এন্ট্ৰি আমি বেলেগ বেলেগ এন্ট্ৰি আমি পাম এটা প্ৰডাকশ্যনৰ কাৰণে I3 প্ৰডাকশ্যনটোৰ কাৰণে এই I3 প্ৰডাকশ্যনটোৰ কাৰণে আমি ইমানকেইটা এন্ট্ৰি পাম ক'ত পাম টেবুল এমত parsing table M. We will get these four different entries for the particular row. What is the row number? I3. Okay, and in this particular positions, what to write? Very simple. Reduce T implies F. Reduce T implies F. No need to write the dot symbol here. Reduce T implies F. See in the table now. আমি কি লৈছিলো 3 আমি 3 লৈছিলো we have chosen what plus star right parenthesis and dollar. See, is there entry? Any entries? Yes. R4 reduced. Then what is 4? Okay, we'll see now. What is 4? R4. So according to the rule, we have found in the row number 3 against plus star right bracket and dollar, we have found R4. Okay, and this symbols plus star right bracket dollar, it comes from where? Okay, see again. Our production was F. Okay, I forgot. Let me see again. I3. It is in I3. It is in I3. That is why we choose the row number 3. But why 4? Why 4? Why 4? We have to go for the previous here. See, why 4? This is the first production. Production number 1. This is the production number 1. This is the production number 2. This is the production number 3. This is the production number 4. It is 5. And this is 6. Okay. Production number 1, production number 2, production number 3, production number 4, production number 5, and production number 6. So now we consider this production number 4. Okay. So in reduce, in that particular box, we can write this way. Reduce, very simple. We can write reduce T implies capital F. This complete set. And also we can write R from the reduce, and T implies F. The number of this production is what? 4. So R4. Okay? 4 means this production. If somewhere you have suppose R3, then it means what? R4 reduce and 3 for T implies T star F. So for this one we have to write what? Reduce R3 means T implies T star F. T implies T star F. Reduce T implies T star F, and for this particular step we can write R3. তোমালোকৰ লগত যদি কপি আছে, কপি লগত যদি লৈ লৈছা, তেতিয়াহলে এই প্ৰডাকশন কিটা লিখি লোৱা, লিখি পেলাই কাপত 1 2 3 4 5 6 নাম্বাৰ দি দিয়া, তেতিয়া তোমালোকৰ কাৰণে সুবিধা হ'ব যে 1 2 কি আছিল, 2 কি আছিল, 3 কি আছিল। ওকে, সো যদি কপি আছে জলদি এই কামটো কৰি লোৱা। 1 2 3 4 প্ৰডাকশন কিটা লিখি লোৱা। Do you have copies with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, write down very first. Read first. 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5, and this is 6. Actually, why we use these numbers? In some cases, these productions may be too long. Okay. This particular productions can have suppose 20 number of different symbols. Then within a particular table box, it will be very difficult to adjust all the symbols. If you write reduce, E implies all these symbols. Okay, that is why one shortcut or reference method is there that we can write R for the reduce and one production number.
So
one production.
Do we have to like specify for which production is which number before? Like
Yes.
the question comes,
Yes.
Right.
In case of in your exam, when you write the grammar, this one suppose, let us consider, or the given grammar is this one. Okay, your given grammar is this one, and at that time just put the numbers of productions 1 2 3 4 like that. Okay, the given grammar is in your exam, suppose your answer start with this one. The given grammar is capital Z, E implies E plus T. Don't write it like. So write capital Z, 1, step number 1, E implies E plus T. Number 2, E implies capital T. Number 3, E implies T star F. And if you forgot to write this 1 2 3 4, then what to do? Just write in that particular table R complete. R suppose T implies F. Don't go for the short one. R T implies F. Clear? But the short one is very useful for us. Remember, the 1 2 3 4 is very useful for us. Reference is very useful. Okay, and avoid this one. যিমান পাৰি এই particular এটা avoid কৰিবা আৰু এটো ফলো কৰিবা। কেলে কৰিবা মই কম, ৰুল ওলাব আৰু। ঠিক আছে, এতিয়া মই ধৰি ললো তোমালোকে সবে লিখি ললা 1 2 3 4 5 6 মই আৰু কৈ নাথাকো 5 নম্বৰ বা 5 মানে কি 6 মানে কি 2 মানে কি 3 মানে কি ওকে আমি এতিয়া আকৌ যাম তালে ৰিডিউস হল so then here 3 so t implies f this is the fourth production this is the fourth production and the follow for capital T was we have already found follow for capital T what we have found very simple plus right parenthesis star and dollar and these are the B symbols these are the set of B's and I value is 3 so in M of 3 and B in M of 3B you have to write what R you have to write what R4 R4 that means reduce 4 means T implies F reduce T implies F so now you can go through the algorithm yeah now it will be very easy for you if A implies alpha dot is there suppose T implies F dot in II then what to do add reduce A implies alpha now we replace this reduce by R and capital A implies alpha that the production by some numbers this production is by one number you can write this complete production also don't worry about it but avoid this practice okay use any number into M of IB what is I where it is available and what is B follow of capital A done so now looks for another example here another example like this one last one I11 F implies left parenthesis E right bracket dot what is alpha here can we compare it with A implies alpha dot what is alpha left parenthesis capital E right parenthesis the whole production will here whole part will be the alpha okay alpha dot so everywhere if we, for this third rule we'll consider the whole part as alpha we'll consider the whole part as alpha Sagar Ghosh kindly mute your microphone okay that's fine so A implies alpha dot okay now what is a capital F so what are the follow symbols for capital F so we have already seen it follow symbol for capital F was what follow symbols for capital F was plus star right bracket dollar এটো তোমালোকে আগত আমি উলিয়াই থৈছো এবাৰ চাই লবা ঠিক আছে এটো উলিয়াই থোৱা আছে এটো হল ফলো F এই প্ৰডাকশনটো কিমান নম্বৰ আছিল production number F implies left bracket right bracket the production number was 5 okay in production in state fifth production was F implies left bracket E right bracket and what is I here I is sometimes the pointers actually yeah I is 11 so in M of 11B what we have to write B means desert B means this set. B means this one. Plus star right bracket dollar. Okay. In M of 11B, what we have to write? Reduce 5. That is, reduce F implies left bracket E right bracket. You can write this complete one. Okay, this one. Reduce F implies left bracket E right bracket. But now we will write R reduce and the production number is 5. Okay. See in 11th row in the table. In 11 number of row, see what is there? 11. This is the 11th row. This is the plus symbol. This is the star symbol. This is the right parenthesis, and this is the dollar. We have written what? R5, R5, R5. Why it is R5? Now I think you got it. Is it? বুজি পাইছে সবে? R5 to কৰ পৰা আহিলে? It's coming from the reduce rule of parsing algorithm. R for reduce, 5 means F implies left bracket right bracket. That means reduce. আমি ইয়াত কি লিখি আছো? Reduce F implies left parenthesis, capital E right parenthesis. In short, it becomes R5. Okay? So do you need any other examples for reduce?
So yes, please.
Reduce or karna or example din niki?
So এটা কৰাই দিয়ক।
আৰু এটা লাগিব? ঠিক আছে, আৰু এটা চাওঁ, পটাপট চাওঁ, টাইমটো গৈ আছে আমাৰ। আৰু এটা পটককৈ চাই লওঁ তেতিয়াহ'লে। আৰু ডট ক'ত আছে চোৱা, শেষৰ ফালে ডট ক'ত আছে? এইটো I10তে আছে চোৱা। বা এইটো ল'ম, I9টো ল'ম। I9ত, in I9, dot is the last symbol. So what is alpha here? What is alpha here? Alpha means this one.
E plus T.
Okay, E plus T. What is A here? Capital E. So we can compare it with A implies alpha. Okay. If it is alpha dot, then directly we can go for the rule number 3. Rule number 3. Clear? We can go for the rule number. So then, according to the rule number 3, what to do now? We have to check the follow symbols for E. And follow symbols for capital E was, follow capital E was, if you check, then you will get it as right bracket dollar. Right bracket dollar. These are the symbols for follow E. It আমি already উলিয়াই থোৱা আছে, তোমালোকে আগৰ স্লাইডখন চাই ল'বা। Follow E, right bracket dollar. So these are the symbols for what? These are the symbols for B, for our rule. So what to write then? Okay, what is the number of this production in the grammar? E implies E plus T. I think this is the first production. This is the first production. In the grammar, first production was E implies E plus T. And second production was E implies ET. E implies capital T. So then in I9, what we have to write? In I9, against the B, what we have to write? M9 bit আপনি কি লিখেন? reduce 1. 1 means E implies E plus T. 1 means capital E implies E plus T. And this is the entry 9B. Check the table. 9. In 9, see, plus right bracket, it's R1 dollar. Oh, plus right bracket dollar. 3 symbols were there. So for this particular symbols, we have R1, R1, R1. Clear? I think clear now? This is the example for 9.
Yes, sir.
So in 9, one another production is also there. See? In I9, we have one another production. What is the production? This one. This is a new another production. T implies T dot star F. T dot star F. Dot followed by terminal. That means what? We have to go for the first rule. That is shift. Where it is? T star dot F. T star dot available in 7. So what to write? In 9 star. 9 star or against the আমি কি লিখিম টেবুল S কি লিখিম S
S7.
S7. So now check. In 9, in the see 9 আমি কোড লিখিছিলো star or against it. Here it is S7. Have you seen? এটা আমি the কাট খাই যাবে পুরো S7. This is the S7. 9 star. And rest, these are R for the reduce and this S7 for the shift. That means for a particular row, all the rules can be applied. এনেকুৱা নহয় যে এটা ৰোড অকল ৰিডিউসে হ'ব শিফটে হ'ব এনেকুৱা নহয় আটাইতকৈ বেছি কোড আছে তোমালোকে চাব পৰা তেনেকুৱা পাম ঠিক আছে আৰু আমি অতি সোনকালে কেইটামান ৰোল বাকি ৰোল কিটা আদায় কৰি লওঁ নহবা টাইম গৈ আছে এঘণ্টা মোটামুটি হ'লে নেকি সোনকালে শেষ কৰিব লাগিব এতিয়া আমি সেকেন্ড ৰোলটো পঢ়িম এতিয়া Okay, third rule to logot our rule is আমি পাহৰি গলো এটো এই rule আছে where alpha may not be the start symbol alpha may not be the start symbol then what to do alpha a implies alpha তে থাকিব কিন্তু alpha টো ইয়াৰ কি হ'ব নোৱাৰিব start symbol হ'ব নোৱাৰিব আৰু যদি হয় আমি কি কৰিম তেতিয়া হলে a এর ফলো উলিয়াম সেইখিনি একে থাকিব a sorry এটো একে নাথাকে A implies alpha যদি থাকে তেতিয়া আমি কি কৰিম তেতিয়া m of I dollar লিখিম by default the input symbol will be the dollar by default the input symbol will be the dollar এটো মনত ৰাখিবলগীয়া হৈছে m of I dollar okay এতিয়া এনেকুৱা এটা প্ৰডাকশন আমি বিচাৰি উলিয়াব লাগিব য'ত ডটটো একেবাৰে শেষত আছে কিন্তু আলফাটো আমাৰ স্টার্ট সিম্বল হৈছে ক'ত আছে ইয়াত আছে ক্যাপিটাল আমাৰ স্টার্ট সিম্বল হৈছিল ক্যাপিটাল ইটো this is the start symbol that is a implies alpha dot and here alpha is the start symbol এনেকুৱা প্ৰডাকশন আৰু ক'ত আছে নেকি this is a implies alpha dot and this alpha is the start symbol. Is there any productions where start symbol followed by a dot? Nothing. No. ক'তো নাই তোমালোকে চাব পাৰা ক'তো এনেকুৱা এটা প্ৰডাকশ্যন নাই আৰু সদায় মনত ৰাখিবা এনেকুৱা প্ৰডাকশ্যন জেনেৰেলি এটাই থাকিব ক'তো নাই except this এতিয়া আমি কি কৰিম তেতিয়াহ'লে then what to do for this one in I1 that is m of 1 because this is the alpha is the start symbol then by default the input symbol will be the dollar in I1 by default this input symbol will be the dollar previously we put it here B but if it is a start symbol then don't put B it will be by default dollar and then what to write here don't go for the reduce if it is this one then don't go for the reduce just write accept okay then for this particular example in $1 m of $1 what we have to write in $1 what we have to write see the table in $1 what we have to write accept according to the rule number 4 this is the output according to the what rule number 4 if A implies alpha dot and alpha is the start symbol then add accept into m of $1 so what is I 1 dollar is the inbuilt start symbol here okay dollar is the not inbuilt input symbol here inbuilt input symbol not start symbol add accept so rule number 3 complete rule number 4 complete then come to the rule number 2 very simple again if you have understood about this concept of shift then it will be very easy for you and this is the third case of canonical item set if A implies alpha dot b beta that means dot followed by a capital letter and it is in II very simple it is in II so what we have to look for b dot A implies alpha b dot beta and it is available in IJ then what to do then add go to J into M of IB then add what J where in go to okay M of IB I is the this one input state B is the non-terminal IB what to write J so example here for this particular one see in I0 we have E implies dot E plus T dot followed by a capital letter but now we have to look for what capital E implies E dot plus T and it is available in I1 okay so where what to write there in 0 against capital E what we have to write in the table 1 this is good go to 1 আমাৰ কি হৈছে ইয়াতে এন্ট্ৰিটো কি হৈছে m of 0 capital E m of 0 capital E m of 0 capital E আমি কি লিখিছো go to কি হ'ব 1 তেনেদৰে আমি আৰু এটা এক্সাম্পল চাওঁ ইয়াত চাওঁ by capital letter. T implies T star dot F. So now we have to look forward. T implies T star F dot, and it is available in here. T star F dot. Okay. So last class we have discussed about transition diagram. So it is completely based on the transition diagram. In I7 we have put capital F as an input, and then what will be the output? I10. Shift and go to, both the cases directly dependent on the transition diagram. So try to draw the transition diagram for all these canonical items. Then shift and go to will be very easy for you. T implies T star dot F, then output will be I10. So in I7 what to write? I7 MO 7, and then capital letter input, capital F. What will be the output? Go to 10. So now check the table. See, in 0, if we put capital E as an input, the first example we have written 1. Similarly, in I7, if capital F is the input, then we have written what?
10.
I think very easy. If you understand about the shift, then go to is very easy for you. And see, in the entire table, we have divided the whole table into two parts. One is action, one is go to. One is action and one is go to. Within the action, we have rule number 1, rule number 3, and rule number 4. And for the go to, we followed the rule number 2. Okay? Action কি কি পেলো আমি as shift, reduced, accept. আর go to কি পেলো only go to. বললে আর এটা কি ধরিলেন remaining is the error. Remaining action was error. So any blank entry within this table, any blank entry like this one, these are the blank entry. These are the blank entries. Okay. For these blank entries, what does it represent? This blank entries represents error, and this is the rule number 4. Or sorry, rule number 5. Any blank entry represents error. This is the rule number 5. So then, I think algorithm for constructing an SLR parsing table is clear. The first rule is for shift, and here point noted point is dot followed by terminal, and the output will be shift. Point number 2, dot followed by non-terminal, and then output will be go to. In point number 3, dot followed by nothing. Then you have to go for the calculation of follow A, and then add reduce A implies alpha into M over B. So what is B here? Follow A. And rule number 4, some special case of rule number 3. Rule number 4 বুলি কোনো কথা নাই, এটো হল rule number 3 এটা special case. যদি here rule number 3 alpha to start symbol হয়, তে আমি rule number 4 লম. And according to the rule number 4, put accept against M of I dollar. Remember the dollar symbol. And rule number 5, any blank entry represents error. Any blank entry represents error. So finally, we got this output. So your homework today, you have to practice this table. Tomorrow I will ask questions to you. Suppose how it is R4, why it is R4 in 3, why it is R1 in 9, why it is R6 in 5, why it is R6 in 5. আমি reduce কিয় পাইছো যে I5 these are the steps I. In I5 we have some what? A implies alpha dot kind of production. Then what is the production? Production number 6. What was the 6th number production? F implies ID dot. F implies ID dot was the 6th production. That is why we have written in I5 how production I5 what F implies ID dot is. এখানে আমি এটা পাইছি। Sure. I5 what F implies ID dot is. So a canonical item set খিনিৰ পৰা আমি ডাইৰেক্টলি টেবুলখন গম পাওঁ আৰু টেবুলখনৰ পৰা canonical item set খিনি গম পাওঁ যদি তোমালোকৰ ফলো ক্যালকুলেশনত ভুল হয় তেতিয়াহলে ইয়াত ৰিডিউস বিলাক ভুল হ'ব মন কৰিছানে যদি ফলোড ক্যালকুলেশনত ভুল হৈছে তেতিয়াহলে আমাৰ ৰিডিউস ক্যালকুলেশনত ভুল হ'ব আৰু ৰিডিউস ক্যালকুলেশনত যদি ভুল হয় if you make some mistakes in reduce calculation or computation of follow then the final output of this moves of an SLR parser will be wrong. In this case, in this example we got accept. Here we got accept. We will discuss it in the next class. But if you made some mistake in this table, then you will always get some errors here. Instead of shift or instead of some reduce, you will get some what? Blank entry error. And finally, in exam, out of 10, you will get 1 or 2 marks. If follow is correct, you will get 2 or 3 marks. If up to the construction table is correct, you will get about marks 8. And this is correct, you will get out of 10, full marks 10. So these are the. So this is how our compilers exactly work. Okay, so many hidden functions are there, but during compilation we just click on a button in our keyboard and then it gives us the result within a moment. And remember, all these functions generally performed by a compiler within a moment. But exactly it is very difficult for a student. Okay? You have to practice it because you are not the digital machine, automatic machine. So for today, I think I should conclude it because time is almost 1 hour 10 minutes. So now if you have any